When we talk about globalization in general terms, what we really mean is the freer, not free, but freer movement of goods, services, information, finances, and people across international borders. And since World War II, those barriers to trade have come down. The United States was the driver of the liberalization of trade from the end of World War II forward, making it easier for other countries to do business primarily with the United States, their exports coming to the United States. The generalized system of preferences. And that is a program established specifically by the US Congress and endorsed by the President, whereby selected countries around the world were offered what's called a preferential duty program. They could export their goods and develop their export markets to the United States at a reduced duty rate. So, through our preferential duty programs, the U.S. systematically opened its borders to developing countries with no reciprocal benefits. Conversely, the intent of any FTA, free trade agreement, is to encourage two-way trade through the removal, as we said, of tariff and non-tariff barriers to trade. There's nothing free about free trade. You have to be able to compete. Every single one of these countries established a strategy. They educated their people and they went to work, and they took advantage of what was afforded them along the road towards globalization. And to benefit from its FTAs, the U.S. needs sophisticated products that don't compete on price alone. We cannot compete on price alone. Whether it's in the manufacturing sector or in the services sector, we have to find other ways to add value to encourage countries to do business with U.S. companies. This is the world we created. This is where we are. Now, how do we respond in a positive fashion to that world that we created? Stop using free trade agreements as a proxy for foreign policy. Continued government support of basic research. Every single industry that we saw got its start with support from the United States government. A gentleman who wrote for Time magazine and Life magazine published an article in Life. His name was Henry Lucci. And that's where he coined the term the American century, as it was 1945, end of World War II, moving forward. So if we believe that timeline, we have about 30 years to go before someone catches up to us and surpasses us. The story here is about competitiveness. Countries, industries, companies, and individuals at the end of the day.